Hello everybody and welcome back. I am the Sovereign and this is my court. If this is your first time in attendance, hello. Please consider hitting the subscribe button before you leave our kingdom. I have literally just finished a media day with Miss Earth where we were able to ask some of the delegates various questions about their advocacies or them personally. It was a ton of fun. It was a ton of fun, and I honestly have like a ton of questions, but everyone has to kind of go through asking questions. We have different media correspondents, people from different blogs. We were all there together, which is so much fun to be around other very avid pageant fans. And I know that I should not feel the way that I do because I have a YouTube channel that has nearly 50,000 subscribers at this point, but I always feel like I'm more of like a background person. I feel like I'm very unnoticeable, so it always catches me off guard when people know who I am, because I'm just like, oh my god, you know me? You see me? I don't know why, I just, in my mind, I'm totally invisible when clearly I'm a very visibly obvious person to spot. But yeah, it always strikes me like somewhere deep when people actually know who I am. Like, oh my god, you know me? You see me? I'm not invisible. It's just a weird feeling, but it's fun. It's fun being able to like talk to people, other pageant fans, and I wish that we had like more time to just chit chat with each other, because I'm here surrounded by people who love pageants almost as much as I do. No, seriously though, it would be so much fun. I love being around those people. But yes, I have been involved in Miss Earth this year, and Miss Earth is very different this year, so we have a lot to talk about. Number one, the crowning for Miss Earth is on November 29th. I have posted it on my Instagram, so if you're following me on Instagram, you've seen it on my stories. But I want to remind everyone, Coronation Night is on the 29th. I will be watching it. I'm aware that we have some other crownings on the 29th as well, such as Mexico for Miss Universe, but Miss Earth is an international competition and therefore takes precedence. But I will be checking in to see what happens with Miss Mexico afterwards. And long story short, if Sophia doesn't make her final walk or crown her successor, I'm bringing back the crown of shade. So that answers a lot of people's questions right there. Moving forward with Miss Earth. Miss Earth is very unique this year because they are doing a virtual pageant. I reviewed a virtual pageant done by Miss Earth Philippines, which actually came out very well done. Miss Earth has definitely kicked it up a level in the way that they are allowing the girls to be a bit more creative with the videos that they are submitting for their various competitions. And shout out to everyone who was present during the live stream where we discussed a little bit of this, amongst other things. Like, if you didn't see the live stream, that's on you, because we were doing a whole bunch of nonsense talking about Henry Cavill and certain, what is the lead male from Crazy Rich Asians, who's absolutely amazing. Oh, the live stream was so much fun. I adore having lives with you guys, even if you make me giggle incessantly. But we did discuss some Miss Earth things in the live stream. I wanted to do a video on it because there is, I think, some discussion to be had, because this year is such a monumental, maybe people don't realize how important this year is. It's a internationally virtual pageant for the first time ever, and likely the only time it's really going to be this way, because I don't really anticipate us being in quarantine for 5 years or something, right? Let's not. So it's very unlikely we will ever see in our lifetime a situation like this happen again. And it's giving us a bit of insight into the competitors more so than we would have if it was a normal competition. Meaning, when we are watching the videos of the girls doing their various competitions, whether it be sportswear or evening gown, we see them where they live. We see their work ethic. As I am watching the girls during our press day events, I'm able to identify individually their work ethic and how much attention to detail they're putting in to their presentations and vying for the Miss Earth crown, which maybe people don't realize how important that is. But I'm a history nerd, and there's a reason why I do like pageants above the fact that these women are glorious. Historically, monarchs in general pay a huge amount of attention to their public personas for a reason, whether it be King Louis or Queen Elizabeth I, they paid a lot of attention to their public persona because the perception that they control within the public gives them respectability and power. Queen Elizabeth was able to reign as long and as powerfully as she did because she had such control over her public persona and the way that her people saw her and viewed her and how other foreign nations viewed her. The public perception and the way that you present yourself does give you more power than I think the women realize. So I'm sitting here watching the press event and people are going through and I'm listening to all the answers, all the questions and everything, but I'm more detail oriented than that, and I'm able to identify which girls are putting in a lot of work in vying for the crown through the way that they're presenting themselves on screen. So for example, we have Miss Earth Thailand, who is currently competing for the second time. She was actually Miss Earth Thailand last year. I didn't know you could do that, but apparently you can do that. Either way, she's doing great. Her presentation, as people are asking her questions, you see her on screen, you can tell she took the time to have an outfit, to have a backdrop. She's behaving as a monarch. A monarch, whether you're a president or a prime minister, or we're thinking in historical terms as actual monarchs, kings and queens and rulers. I'm starting to get a cold. No, it's not COVID, okay? Don't worry about that. It's not COVID. I'm pretty sure I had COVID in January. It was awful. Anyways, Miss Thailand is behaving like an actual monarch, meaning when she appears on screen, she's presenting herself as if she is a queen, as if she's already a respected ruler, which is something that you would want to do in a competition. You want to have people view you as a winner. You want people to see you as the future Miss Earth. And I don't think a lot of the girls are realizing how important that is, because I'm only a media correspondent, or in certain cases a judge in this scenario, but I'm not expecting eyes to be on me the way eyes should be on the delegates. So my presentation should not be better than the women that I'm watching, because they're the ones competing, not me. If you are unable to outdo your judges when it comes to presentation, it's a problem. Because I think sometimes there are moments where some of the delegates, some of the girls forget that this is a very hardcore, very serious competition, and everything you do should be meticulously planned out and perfected as much as possible, whether it be, you know, your lighting, your camera angle, your dress. And I was talking about Thailand because you can tell that she really staged the whole thing to give an actual, you know, talk, an actual presentation. When you looked at her screen, you felt like she actually had a court of her own. Meanwhile, we have some people that are kind of just sitting, they might throw up a flag and they're kind of being lax about it. Now, there's a way to be lax while still maintaining the respectability of a queen. It's something that I do all the time. You guys have seen me in all types of shenanigans and nonsense. But regardless of if I'm wearing something that's relaxing, or even if like pajamas, I still give you presentation, okay? I still, you know, unless it's a live stream where I'm just totally lax, most of my videos I'm still giving you presentation, because that's how I present myself, you know, on YouTube and within my court. There's a certain level of quality that I expect of myself, and that I'm sure some of you expect of me. And I have that same expectation for the girls, though I think some people are just taking the competition a bit too lax. And this is why I find Miss Earth particularly interesting this year, is because we are able to see more personally of the women. We're seeing their actual homes. We're seeing a lot more of their capabilities personally. This is a very unique event that Miss Earth is having this year, which is why I do encourage people of all pageant backgrounds, whether you are a fan or a competitor, to go and watch Miss Earth this year, because I think there's a lot to be learned, on top of the fact that some of the girls are just in general glorious. Some of them are just glorious. I don't know why Japan is cute. She's cute. She's adorable. She's everything about her is adorable. I don't even think that she really was trying to be super glamorous or anything during the press event, but she still looked amazing. Same thing with Norway. That girl's bone structure is outstanding. But when it comes to Miss Earth, yes, obviously speaking ability takes a lot in any pageant, to be honest. Your speaking ability matters a lot, and I'm just enjoying the more personal touches that we're getting from the women because of the unique situation they're in, being that they're in quarantine. We're able to be a bit more personal and see more in depth of them, which is crazy, right? Because we're seeing this through video instead of them being in person. But I think they're being a bit more vulnerable because they're in their own countries, they're in their own environment. I have my tea here in my chalice. I wanted to use my cute little teacup, but I couldn't do it right now. But yes, like I said earlier, I do expect people to put in the time and attention to detail in order to get the Miss Earth crown, because I can tell simply by the videos that certain women are putting out that certain women are trying harder than others. And I don't know what to tell you. I can see it. I am not a finalist judge in Miss Earth. Some people thought I was. I'm not. I'm not judging coronation night, but I can guarantee you any decent judge, and even a decent fan who's like anybody who's decently aware, is going to be looking at the quality of the videos and how much attention to detail that women are putting out. It does affect how people are viewing you, and it affects people's perception of how much you want the crown. So I don't know why so many contestants would allow quality to slip so much. When I'm just like, if you want to be a queen, whenever you appear in front of a camera, you had better be on your A game, whether it be your hair, makeup, outfit, backdrop, behavior, the way that you answer questions. It should be top notch all the time. Miss Earth needs a woman who's going to be reliable and consistent all the time. You can't have good quality one day and then you have poor quality the next. You have to be ready all the time. And this is something that I do when I'm waking up, because I got up at 4 a.m. to participate with Miss Earth, which I don't mind because it's Miss Earth. And if Miss Earth or the organization would like to have an audience with me, I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna be there early, not even on time. I'm gonna be there significantly early. If Miss Earth summons me, I'm there. But like I said, I'm not a competitor, and even still, I wake up early, I plan ahead, I have questions ahead, I check in on all the contestants way before time. I even prep my family on the times when not to bug me so that they don't interfere with my pageants. They know better, okay? Me and my mom had a tiff because she called me while I was taking a nap to prepare for Miss Earth events. Like, don't do it. Don't interfere with my pageants. But if I, as like a media person, am preparing so much ahead of time to give my full attention to these women while at the same time presenting myself in a certain way, because at the same time I do have my own court, I myself am never going to go into any type of event looking disheveled, and definitely not another queen's court representing my own court as a guest, presenting something that's not representative of who I am or my court in general, because I obviously have to maintain an accurate representation and respect towards my court and the fans that support me. So I'm never going to disrespect my own fans by showing up somewhere looking a hot mess, or, you know, in any way that is otherwise not what the occasion calls for. And if I'm not competing and I'm just an observer, or if I'm just a judge, whatever I present as someone who's observing these women should be the bare minimum of what the contestants themselves are presenting, because we are not in competition, they are. And even as I'm like watching the media event, I can tell that certain of the media personnel have done more research, they've done more diligence, they've done more work than some of the contestants. So that bugs me a little bit. Now, these things would not be so easily seen in a normal Miss Earth competition where the girls are flown into like the Philippines to compete. We wouldn't really be able to see as much as we currently can. So this is why I'm saying this is kind of giving us a window, more so than any other pageant would, into the personal psyche and dedication of these individual contestants. Now let's talk about some of the front runners, because I know that you guys want to talk about them, and so do I. Okay, let's talk about them. On Miss Earth's Instagram, they have released the winners of the various competitions. So if you don't know, I will throw up pictures and I will tell you who is winning what. For national costume competition, for Africa we have Nigeria, Asia, Oceania we have Vietnam, for Europe we have Spain, and the Americas Venezuela. Some of these names you will see repeated, and we will talk about that. Long gown competition winners for Africa, Nigeria, Asia, Oceania, Philippines. For Europe, we have Poland, and the Americas, USA. Beachwear competition winners. Is that my refrigerator making noise? How dare you? Beachwear competition winners, we have for Africa, I can't say anything. Africa, we have Côte d'Ivoire. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm probably not, but I try. Asia, Oceania, Myanmar. Europe, we have the Netherlands, and the Americas, we have Venezuela. That was beachwear competition. Sportswear competition, we have winner from Africa is Nigeria. Asia, Oceania was Mongolia. Europe was Russia. Americas, Venezuela. Talent competition. From Africa, we have South Africa. Asia, Oceania, we have Cambodia. Europe, we have Estonia. And from the Americas, we have the United States. And this was the singing category. So they had different categories of talent winners. So for the creative category winners from Africa, we have Liberia. Asia, Oceania, we have Japan. Europe, we have the Netherlands. And the Americas, we have Honduras. And then we have a dance category. And from Africa, we have Kenya. Asia, Oceania, we have Philippines. Europe, we have Spain. And the Americas, we have Canada. So those are the women that won the various competitions, pre-competition elements. And like I said, there's some names that we saw multiple times, such as Nigeria. Nigeria has 3 wins under her belt. The other one that we saw a couple of times, not even a couple, many times, just as much as Nigeria, was Venezuela. She has several wins under her belt. The United States has 2, and then I do believe I said the Philippines twice as well. So there are some clear front runners here. When I was looking at the sportswear competition, to me it was pretty identifiable that the Netherlands is going to be one of the girls that may stand out in competition. So in my immediate thoughts, I'm thinking Nigeria is a front runner, Venezuela is a front runner. Thailand, though she hasn't won any of these categories, will likely make it to finals. She is definitely putting in the work and attention to detail, presenting herself in a way that is befitting a queen. Her speaking ability is very good. So though she hasn't won any of these categories, I wouldn't be surprised if she was like second place in a lot of them. So she would definitely be one to look out for. Philippines, obviously. The United States is doing well, and I think she's doing well because of the way that she's presenting herself. The way that Miss Earth is allowing the girls to make their own videos for competition is allowing a lot of license to creativity. You can do pretty much anything you want when it comes to your style of presentation, which gives the girls a lot of freedom, a lot more freedom than they would ever have been able to have otherwise, being it being a normal competition. And I think Miss USA is really taking that into consideration and using her creative abilities to get a leg up on other contestants. I am questioning her relatability. I am doing that because though she presents well, you still have to be what is the word? You have to be a queen of substance. There still has to be that actual ability to speak and hold your own amongst world leaders or the United Nations, because Miss Earth is obvious. No crown is just a crown, but Miss Earth does work with the UN and their environmental initiatives around the world. So you can present well, but that speaking ability and your knowledge of environmental issues is paramount. And I am unsure of how much knowledge Miss USA and Miss Earth contains currently, but she's definitely up there amongst the front runners. The Netherlands is very, very relatable. She's very, you just want to be her friend. You just like being around her. She has charisma, she has charm, and obviously she has beauty, and she does speak well in a way that's enticing. So I expect those girls to do very well in competition. Will there be some other standouts? That's very likely, as I don't think that, I don't think I've seen every single contestant, but I have seen most of them either in their performances or speaking, but I don't think I've seen everybody's speaking ability and performances. I'm enjoying Miss Earth this year just because it's being so different than other years. But besides that, Miss Earth gives us a lot of content on the girls. When it comes to other pageants such as Miss Universe, it's kind of relied upon that the fans are going to do all of the work. We have to compile all the backstory. We have to compile all the history on the girls. We have to do all the work. We have to like trade knowledge with each other. The fans work in Miss Universe. Miss Earth really doesn't put us through that. They give us multiple events to watch over a longer period of time, so we feel more at home with the girls and we know them better, instead of having to like grab little pieces and scraps from different blogs and the Discord and the Instagrams. They compile all the girls together and give us various shows so that we can get to know them more, which I highly appreciate. I really do. As an organization, Miss Earth keeps us fed. I am thoroughly fed by Miss Earth, like full course, 8-course meal, thank you, dessert and all. Miss Earth gives us everything we would want as pageant fans. I honestly, I wish my computer wasn't as crappy as it is. We talked about this in the live stream. You guys know I have a crappy computer. Otherwise, it would be a lot easier for me to watch the various videos on contestants. I'm gonna build a new computer myself. Don't worry about it. This will not be happening next year. But I definitely have to say a thank you to Miss Earth for giving us so much content. It is just about 7:15 in the morning. I woke up early, but for my queens, I would do anything. I will be participating in another press day event on the 27th. So I look forward to that, and I think I was very, oh my gosh, this like little cold is just, ugh, oh my God, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve it. I think I was a little bit nice in this round of press day, because it's a press day. It's not necessarily like let's grill the girls on all these complex questions, even though I kind of want to. Miss Earth, can I get a time where I can just like grill the girls on all of their hey mom, is that you? Oh, I thought you were mom. What up? No, she's supposed to be waking up though, so that's why I thought it was her. But yes, even though I really want to ask all of the complex questions. I want to ask all the geopolitical, environmental questions on, you know, the different political policies of various governments. I didn't really want to do that during press day because I just feel like that might be a bit aggressive for the girls, and they're just trying to like get to know the audience and be friendly. But like Miss Earth, can we have a segment of competition where the Sovereign just gets to grill people on environmental awareness? Can we please? Because I really do want to hear what the girls have to say. I want to know how in-depth their knowledge is. Quite honestly, I think I'm just going to take off all the restraints when it comes to the next press day event and just ask the complex questions. And I'm going to apologize ahead of time, girls, for those of you who see my videos. Like, I don't know what to say. I have questions. Okay, I want to know how in-depth your knowledge is. I want to know if you can go toe-to-toe with world leaders. You had better be able to do it. I had better not be. Okay, you know what? I'm kind of a diligent, detailed queen, so I may be a bit more knowledgeable than the average queen, because I'm a weirdo. Okay, I'll accept that. But I still expect the queens to be able to stand their ground when it comes to environmental awareness. And I just have questions. I have a lot of questions. And I wish, oh my gosh, I wish I could just hold like an hour where I could just grill everyone. I could do it all at once. Oh, don't get me started. I really would do it. Leave your comments in the comment section below of what you think of the current Miss Earth pageant. The ongoing pageant coronation night, once again, is on the 29th. Who are your front runners? Who are your favorites? Who are the women that you secretly have your eyes on? Do you have any knowledge that maybe the rest of us are not privy to? Let us know. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Once again, if you are not a member of my court, please consider hitting the subscribe button so that we can hang out again. There are lots of things coming to the channel, and I don't want you to miss a single one of them. I love you, I'll miss you, and you know I will be back in a future video.